Now section D, which of the following population is closer to symmetry? Closer to symmetry, it should be near to 0. Now two populations they have given, that is population A, mean, mode and standard deviation, and population B, mean, median and standard deviation. Now here you need little presence of mind. See, sometimes you can think, okay, this will also be mode, they might have done printing mistake, but it is not so. Here they have given median for population B, and for population A they have given us mode. So first of all we will find for population A, mean is given to us 56, mode is given 60, and standard deviation is given 24. Now what is the formula for finding J or coefficient of skewness? That is x bar minus MO upon S. Now value of mean is 56 minus MO, that is 60, upon S is 24. Now 56 minus 60 is minus 4 upon 24. Minus 4 when you will divide it with 24, so you will get answer minus 0.17. Now we will find out for population B. For that x bar is given to us 56, median is given 60, and standard deviation is given 30. Now here for finding coefficient of skewness, I cannot apply this formula because mode is not given, median is given too. So I will use the other one. When mode is ill-defined, that formula, that is 3x bar minus M upon S. That is equal to 3. What is the value of x bar? 56 minus median is 60 upon standard deviation is 30. 3 into minus 4 upon 30. That will give us minus 12 upon 30. Or you can cut here, 3 tens are 30, minus 4 divided by 10. So that will give you the J value minus 0.4. Now as you can see, for population A, J is minus 0.17, and for population B, J is minus 0.4. Therefore the population A is more near to symmetry. Next question, find coefficient from the following data using an appropriate method and determine which population is more skewed among A and B. Now here we have to use the appropriate method. Two populations data is given, that is population A and population B. For population A, 4Q1 is equal to 3Q2 is equal to 2Q3 is equal to 144. Means directly they have not given to us, but we can easily find out. That is Q1 is equal to 144 divided by 4, Q2 is equal to 144 divided by 3, and Q3 is equal to 144 divided by 2. Right? And as quartiles are given, so we will use the Bowley's method, that is Q3 plus Q1 minus 2m upon Q3 minus Q1. First we will find out for population A. Now 4Q1, so that is Q1 is equal to 144 upon 4. So it will give us value 36. Then Q2 is equal to 144 divided by 3. It will give us value 48. And Q3 is equal to 144 divided by 2. So it will give us value 72. Now all the quartiles value we have, so we will find out J. J is equal to Q3 plus Q1 minus 2m upon Q3 minus Q1. Q3 value is 72 plus Q1 is 36 minus 2m. M means second quartile, that is Q2, so that is 48 upon Q3 minus Q1. So Q3 is 72 minus Q1 is 36. Now 72 plus 36 minus 2 into 48. 72 plus 36 is equal to 108 minus 2 into 48 is equal to 96. And 72 minus 36 is equal to 36. 108 minus 96, that is 12 upon 36. J is equal to 0.33. Now we'll find out for population B. So for population B, Q1, Q2, Q3 they have given to us directly. Q1 is equal to 34.8, Q2 is equal to 45.5 and Q3 is equal to 70. We'll replace it in J formula. J is equal to Q3 plus Q1 minus 2m upon Q3 minus Q1, that is equal to Q3 plus Q1, that is 34.8 minus 2m, that is 45.5 upon Q3 minus Q1, so 70 minus 34.8. Now 70 plus 34.8, that is 104.8 minus 2 into 45.5, so it will give us value 91 upon 70 minus 34.8. So 70 minus 34.8, it is equal to 35.2. Now 104.8 minus 91, so it will give us 13.8 upon 35.2. Now when we will divide this 13.8 divided by 35.2, so it will give us answer 0.39. That is, the value of J is equal to 0.39. So for population A, J is 0.33 and for population B, J is 0.39. So what we can say, that population B is more skewed than population A. Next question, the third quartile is at a distance of 12.8 from the median in a frequency distribution. What they want to say, that the third quartile is at a distance of 12.8 from the median in a frequency distribution, that is Q3 minus m is equal to 12.8 and its first quartile is at a distance of 11.2 from the median, that is m minus q1 is equal to 11.2. Now suppose, look here, what they are saying, the third quartile is at a distance of 12.8 from the median. The third quartile is at a distance of 12.8 from the median. So Q3 minus m, this is the 12.8 distance. So Q3 minus m is equal to 12.8 and here Q1, second is the first quartile is at a distance of 11.2 from the median. The first quartile is at a distance of 11.2 from the median here. So m minus q1 is equal to 11.2. Now these two things are given to us. We have to find skewness and its coefficient. So first of all, skewness, that is q3 minus m minus q1. Now q3 minus m value is 12.8 and m minus q1 value is 11.2. So that is skewness is equal to 1.6. We also have to find coefficient of skewness. So coefficient of skewness is equal to, J is equal to q3 minus m minus q1 upon q3 minus m plus m minus q1. Now here we will replace them with the values. q3 minus m is given 12.8. So 12.8 minus m minus q1 is given 11.2 upon q3 minus m plus, so 12.8 plus 11.2. Here it will come 1.6 upon 12.8 plus 11.2 is 24. So 1.6 divided by 24 is equal to 0.07. I also told you that in place of this numerator you can write down skewness upon Q3 minus M plus M minus Q1. So that time skewness we found, that is 1.6 upon Q3 minus M plus Q, that is 12.8 plus 11.2. So 1.6 divided by 24 is equal to 0.07. Any of the methods you can use. Question number 10. Karl Pearson's coefficient of skewness for a data set is minus 0.6. If mean is equal to 60 and standard deviation is equal to 10, find median and mode for the data. Now first of all, what things is given to us? J is given 60, standard deviation is given 10. We have to find median as well as mode. Right, this is the mean x bar, that is x bar is given, mean is given 60, S is given 10, and coefficient of skewness, that is J, is given minus 0.6. We have to find mode and median from this data we have to find. Now first of all, J formula we can apply. J is equal to x bar minus MO mode upon standard deviation. Now J is minus 0.6, mean is 60, minus mode we have to find upon standard deviation is 10. Cross multiplication here, minus 0.6 into 10. Now minus 0.6 into 10 is equal to 60 minus mode. Here this will multiply, so we will get minus 6 is equal to 60 minus mode. Now mode value we have to find, so this will take on this side. So therefore mode is equal to 60 plus 6. Why plus 6? Because this will go on other side of equal to, so that's why sign will change. Therefore the value of mode is 66. And median we can find out by the empirical formula. So median, that is mode, is equal to 3m minus 2 x bar. Now value of mode we know, 66. So 66 is equal to 3m, m we have to find, minus 2 x bar. What is the value of x bar? It is given 60. So 2 into 60. 66 is equal to 3m minus 2 into 60 is 120. Now 3m we have to find. Therefore what we can say, 66 plus, on other side of equal to it will go. So 66 plus 120 is equal to 3m. That is equal to 186 is equal to 3m. Therefore median is equal to 186. This will go in denominator, divided by 3. So median is equal to 62. So mode and median, both the values we found. Mode and median we have to find. So mode value is 66 and median value is 62. Next question. Karl Pearson's skewness for frequency distribution is 8. So that means 8 value is skewness, Sk is given to us, Karl Pearson, and the coefficient of skewness is 2 upon 3, that is J is equal to 2 upon 3. If the mean is 64, x bar is equal to 64, find its median and coefficient of variation. So things which are given, Karl Pearson's skewness for frequency distribution is 8, coefficient of skewness, that is J is equal to 2 upon 3, and mean is 64. We have to find median and coefficient of variation. Two things we have to find over here, median and coefficient of variation. So first of all, skewness is equal to 3 x bar minus m. Skewness value is given 8, 3, x bar value is given 64, minus median. Now here 8, 3 multiplied by 64. So 3 multiplied by 64, it will give us 192 minus 3m. So therefore this will take on this side. So 3m is equal to 192 minus 8. sign will change. So therefore median is equal to, now 192 minus 8 is equal to 184. This 3 will take in denominator. So the value of median is equal to 184 divided by 3. That will give us 61.33. Now we have to find coefficient of variation. So coefficient of variation, what is our formula for finding coefficient of variation? That is equal to S upon x bar into 100. Now standard deviation value, it is given to us. No, it is not given. So we have to find first the value of S, that is J is equal to Sk upon S. Sk also we have, J also we have. J is 2 upon 3, skewness is 8, S we have to find. Simply cross multiplication, therefore S is equal to 3 into 8 upon 2. So therefore the value of S will come 12. 2 4s are 8 and 3 4s are 12. Now S value we got, so S will replace with 12. X bar, it is given to us in question, that is 64 into 100. Now 1200 divided by 64, just you can do the calculation in your calculator directly. That is 18.75%. That is coefficient of variation. Next question, that is find the coefficient of skewness for a frequency distribution with Q3 plus Q1 is equal to 1.5 m and 3Q3 minus Q1 is equal to 2 m. Now the thing which is given to us, that is Q3 plus Q1 is equal to 1.5 m and 3Q3 minus Q1 is equal to 2 m. Q3 plus Q1 and Q3 minus Q1, this we can write down as Q3 minus Q1, this 3 we will take it here in denominator, so 2 upon 3 m. Now I will find out coefficient of skewness. So coefficient of skewness, J is equal to Q3 plus Q1 minus 2m upon Q3 minus Q1. Now Q3 plus Q1 minus 2m. What is the value of Q3 plus Q1? It is 1.5 m minus 2m upon Q3 minus Q1. It is 2 upon 3m. 2 upon 3 m. Now J we have to find. 1.5 m minus 2 m. It is minus 0.5 m upon, now here 2 m. Now denominator it will go in numerator into 3. M will cancel over here. So 0.5 into 3 upon 2. Now 0.5 into 3, it will give us answer minus 1.5 divided by 2, that is equal to minus 0.75. That is my value of J, or coefficient of skewness. Now the last question of this exercise, that is a frequency distribution has 4x bar is equal to 6mo is equal to 144. 4x bar is equal to 6mo is equal to 144. From this we can get the value of mean and mode. S is given 64. Now Q3 plus Q1 is equal to 6Q3 minus Q1. We have to find the coefficient using Karl-Pearson and Bowley's method. That is, coefficient of skewness we have to find out by both the method, that is Karl-Pearson as well as Bowley's method. First of all, we'll do this calculation. X bar is equal to 144 divided by 4. So it will give us 36, and mod is equal to 144 divided by 6. It will give us answer 24. So for Karl Pearson's method, we have both the things. J is equal to, now this we are using Karl Pearson method. J is equal to X bar minus MO upon S. Now what is mean? 36 minus 24 upon S is given to me in question, that is 64. So 36 minus 24 is 12. 12 divided by 64. So 12 divided by 64 is equal to 0.19. That is my value of J by Karl Pearson method. Now I'll find out by Pauli's method. So my method is Pauli's method, that is the thing which is given is Q3 plus Q1 is equal to 6 Q3 minus Q1. Is equal to 60. Now I'll solve this first. So Q3 plus Q1 is equal to 60, and Q3 minus Q1 is equal to 60 divided by 6. That will give us 10. Now for Pauli's method, Q3, Q1 we have, but we don't have the value of median. So we'll find out the median by empirical formula, that is mod is equal to 3m minus 2x bar. Now mod value is 24, 3, median value is, we don't know, so that we have to find minus 2x bar. So x bar is given 36. So 24 is equal to 3m minus 2 into 36. So what answer it will give us? 72. We can write down as 3m is equal to 24 plus 72. Therefore 3m is equal to, now 24 plus 72, answer is 96, and median is equal to 96 divided by 3, that is equal to 32. Now median value also we got, so we'll put in our formula. Coefficient of skewness, that is J is equal to Q3 plus Q1 minus 2m upon Q3 minus Q1. Now Q3 plus Q1 value is given 60 minus 2m, m is 32, upon Q3 minus Q1. So Q3 minus Q1 value is 10. 60 minus 2 into 32, it will give 64 upon 10, that is minus 4 upon 10. Therefore the value of J is minus 0.4.